Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
And I'm Liz.
Liz, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Well, first of all, the chat room is tonight. keithandthegirl.com/chat. We'll be in about 8 p.m. Eastern time, and I got a feeling it's going to get a little heavy.
Yeah, it's gonna be popping. Come join us.
And I'm going to feel bad because somebody's going to be like, honestly, with this country, I'm nervous for my. And then I yell, did you have a full house?
Yeah.
So
Fuck you.
free poker, and we'll be talking about the election. Rebecca wrote about yesterday's show. Oh my God, it's Liz. I love seeing you both side by side. You look so good. And the way you communicate tells me this is meant to be.
Oh, Rebecca.
I needed this episode. Thank you for dropping it. Now I've been a nervous wreck watching the election results. This was, of course, election night. Sick to my stomach, needed a break, saw this and said, perfect. Neil says, I love the dynamic between you two. I've got $45 on Kamala. I bet $300,
Oh
which is
boy.
helping me get through the stress of this week a lot. See you on the other side, yo. So dinner is on you, in fact. Liz, next time I
Damn
see
it.
you. Yeah. First of all, nice new haircut, I see.
Thank you. Thank
Was
you.
was today self-care?
Today was self-care. Yeah,
Okay.
I woke up a little after 7. I think you had sent me a text message at 2:20 this morning that just
Yeah.
said, just sleep.
Stay
Just
in
sleep.
bed. You know,
No,
I
no reason to get up today. And so I decided to work from home because I have a real problem fixing my face. It
fixing
just
your
I
face, right?
Yeah. I wear all of my emotions on my face. It's amazing. I even make it to the final table in poker sometimes. But yeah, but then I realized I had a haircut. I was like, ah, fuck. Okay, I gotta see people. I gotta take a shower. So went and got a haircut, went to my favorite restaurant and just sat at the bar, had a margarita and had one of my favorite meals and tried to not be honest when people ask me how I was.
Right, because
Hey, how are
that's
you
a
today?
I s-
Not fucking good. I don't
I
know what to
said
tell
that
you.
I said that at the grocery store to somebody. How you doing? I'm like, the fucking instinct. Like just,
Yeah.
come on, Keith. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it live. I'd take a break every so often because it becomes too much. I'd see like
Hmm.
something stupid, the Detroiters or something like that. And then after break number four, I look back at the TV and it's all but decided that Trump's
Yeah.
the winner. And when I said you mentioned one of your friends said the phrase we're nauseously optimistic,
Hmm.
and that is how I felt. I wasn't sure I was going to win the $300. I wasn't sure that I was going to have a Kamala as the next president. But when Trump won, I was fully shocked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't know, but then it happened. I'm like, how the fuck?
Yeah. It's when that disappointment sets in that you realize how much you were actually hoping that it
Yeah.
was going to happen and actually believed it was going to happen. I mean, it was 2016 all over again. I mean, I went to bed at 11 because it wasn't looking good and I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I texted one of my friends. Her and I had been going back and forth, and she's like, "What the fuck is happening?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It doesn't look good. I don't like the tone of all these talking heads." Like, I was like, "I'm sure it'll be better in the morning. Like, let's just go to sleep."
Right.
And I went to sleep at 11, and when I woke up, it was yeah, it just felt like 2016 all over again. And I was like, "Ah, this is what you get for hoping."
Yeah, it was about 2 a.m. Trump does his acceptance speech. And I'm like,
Mm,
fuck, that's like putting your stamp on something. That's the gavel, whether he's doing it early or not. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, no. Oh, no. I just kept saying to myself, this out loud to myself, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. I can't believe this is
yeah,
crazy. And then, I'm talking to friends for a while. I didn't go to bed till you were up like 8:30 this
yeah.
morning. Um, it's, yeah, it was. Are, are people bad?
Yes, people are bad.
Yeah.
A lot of people are really good, but a lot of people are really, really fucking shitty.
You want it? Is it racial? Is it sexist?
Yes,
Did people
yes.
really just want a king?
Yeah, I do not get it. I mean, I do get it. It is racist. It is sexist. It's, you know, misogynistic. It's all of those. It's just this country will elect a rapist before it'll elect a woman. It's insane. I mean, he's the first convicted
Yeah.
criminal elected president in this country. I
Yeah, I
mean,
did. I felt
yeah.
like I was taking crazy pills. Yes. He is a rapist. He had to pay over $80 million for that. I'm just repeating myself now, of course. A 34-time convicted felon. This is who should lead the country. You've heard people say this. You wouldn't let him babysit your kids. You wouldn't
No,
hire him for a small business.
no.
But here's the country. And again, uh, a democracy voted, ironically, to have a king. Now that the Supreme Court says you have immunity against crimes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's not fucking good. I mean, the man can't string two coherent sentences together.
Right.
And he's supposed to be in charge of this country. And at least in 2016, I had some faith and confidence, like, he's surrounding himself with some smarter people than himself, right? Um, but they're all gone. They left. They're like, don't
Right.
fucking elect. I mean, they warned us. They said, don't elect him. You don't want this man having the nuclear codes. And
Now,
yeah,
yeah, Elon Musk is going to be Secretary of the Treasury. Kid Rock's going to be Secretary of Rock and Roll. There is a.
RFK
Uh,
Jr. is going to be in charge of women's health.
oh, good.
Fuck me.
Look
Fuck
at him.
us.
Something's
Yeah.
off. Yeah, fuck us. Something's up with RFK. You look at him, but yeah, put him in
Yeah.
charge of
He wants
health.
to get rid of fluoride in the water. He wants to ban vaccines. I mean, one of the first things I'm going to do, in the next like couple weeks is make sure I have my COVID vaccine, make
Right.
sure my daughter has her, COVID booster. I mean, every woman in America should stop using period trackers or pregnancy trackers. Just keep,
Yeah.
write it on a piece of paper because if you try to get an abortion and they figure some shit out, like it's not good.
Yeah, you're not
Um,
wrong. And me and Liz are white. God forbid her daughter needs some extra health care that's illegal. We have friends in different area codes. We'll go underground and do some. But how many people can't? How
yeah,
many people
yeah.
don't have okay jobs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't have the money, can't take off work to cross
right.
state lines. Like, yeah, no, we're definitely speaking from a place of white privilege here, but it's not good for so many people.
And this person, Hannah, on social media said, last thought before attempting to go to bed. If Americans are willing to reelect Trump after everything he said in the past 3 months, there's nothing Harris could have done for anybody thinking Harris didn't play it right. There's
She ran a
there's
damn good
nothing else she could
campaign.
have done.
She had 107 days and she ran that shit flawlessly. I mean, we saw those crowds, which is
Yes.
another reason I can't get my head around any of this. I mean, there was so much enthusiasm, so much support. I mean, they're saying the other thing I don't get is they're saying that it was a record turnout, but yet there's like 20 million missing votes. Like what the
Right.
like how? I mean, I guess I could just come back to I live in a bubble, my algorithms are
Right.
tailored to my preferences and I only see what I want to see. And so I guess I didn't realize there's so many fucking evil people out there.
And people, of course, I got laughter laughing at me because I was rooting for Kamala, emails, comments, this kind of thing.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. Yeah, but my head's still
Yeah. Well,
spinning.
and I think I'm very concerned about the young men in our country.
Right.
I didn't realize that so many of them had jumped on the incel Trump wagon. They talk about a male loneliness epidemic. It's like, get the fuck out of here with that. Like maybe women would fuck you if you would stop being a Nazi.
What I was going to say is when you brought up bubble, and I know this other side is saying, yeah, you guys don't understand. You live in your bubble. This doesn't take away rape. This doesn't take away
Right.
felonies. What does it matter? The bubble where I think, we need to look out for each other. What the fuck does it matter? I'm in a bubble of what's right.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can think of is they just don't believe it. They're
I
like, well, he's not a
guess.
rapist, and that's how they justify it. But
And there wasn't an
yeah.
insurrection, and he wasn't taped on a phone call trying to steal votes. None of this is real.
Yeah.
None of this is real. I've heard women saying that they didn't vote for Kamala because how would other countries respect a woman president?
We
Okay,
there are women presidents in other countries that are well respected.
don't try to confuse them.
Ugh.
I like this Huffington Post article. America puts coup attempting convicted criminal back into the White House. And I picture Walls as like, should have let me call him a numbnuts. I
That's a
think I
good
would have
one. He
done
didn't
it.
pull that one out, did he? Ugh, that's
Yeah.
why. Damn it, Walls.
Alex says the only thing America hates more than a rapist is a woman.
Yep.
And Kamala Harris today phoned Donald Trump this
Ugh.
afternoon.
How hard was that phone call to make?
Imagine that night. You gotta be throwing things across the room like this dumb country. What the fuck didn't I say? What did
Yeah.
I do wrong? But there's nothing. There's nothing you could have. How you don't almost give up politics after this? I wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope Doug is just sitting there with like a little tray of Xanax, just like, here you go,
Right.
baby.
Let's see. So she called him on the phone. A Harris aide says she discussed the importance of a peaceful transfer of power and being a president for all Americans. Yeah, guess what? The transition will be peaceful. You
Yeah.
will give it, he will take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think there's going to be problems with that this time. Trump's team confirmed that Harris call and said the president-elect acknowledged Harris's professionalism and tenacity. Trump said she took the Antichrist worst VP ever in stride. Good sport. Just kidding, but
He didn't
goddamn.
call her a dumb bitch.
Right. I saw the concession speech, which was
Yeah.
just
I
on
just watched
TV.
it.
I don't like her smiling. I
Mm,
don't like her smiling and her cheerful good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I don't
yeah.
know. Give me a little look that says the fuck.
No,
Just,
I
just
hear
go.
you.
I don't get it either. Anyways, now we have to back this president. Do I wear a KKK hat?
Right.
Like what do we? Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll keep going to work. I'll keep living. What do you mean? Now I stand behind him. Sure. But what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Jumping from the back?
I did like she did make a point about, our loyalty is not to a president, our loyalty is to the Constitution in this country. And hey, I guess I liked that part.
She
But
said
yeah.
to my husband, whom I love, thank you so much. You'll understand if I'm dry for a while. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, how do you want to have sex after this election if you're
Right.
her? Like, I mean, give it a few days, I guess.
Like the husband, and you know your wife, but he probably doesn't know. Like, do I touch you? Do you want one of
Yeah.
those back rubs now? Do I make your favorite meal?
I go favorite meal on this one.
Yeah,
Maybe for the next couple days.
stress eating. John Collins says Schoolhouse Rock never prepared us for this shit.
Oh, boy, it did not.
So 270 electoral votes to win. Trump has 291.
Insane.
72, almost 72 million votes for Trump, 67 million votes for Kamala. So that means, of course, the popular vote also for those of us who think the Electoral College is stupid.
Yeah.
They have the breakdowns of who voted, of course. And it looks to me, what I'm reading, white men and white women mostly voted for Trump. Black men, black women, Latino men, Latino women, others voted for Harris.
Yeah.
Just take that in if it means anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I- the other thing I can't wrap my head around, I mean, I know this is specific to North Carolina, but we voted for
North
a
Carolina.
Democratic governor, and that was a no-brainer. Like Mark Robinson was the other choice. He was the one that got caught on various porn websites
Yes.
recently. But like Lieutenant Governor, our Attorney General, the I forget what the superintendent of schools, basically all Democrats, and then Trump. I'm like, I don't get it. We were poised to go
Right.
blue, and I just and I was talking to some friends about that, and I was like, that part doesn't make sense to me. I can't wrap my head around how the logic of that. And one of them, who unfortunately is married to a Trump supporter, she was like, well, I think a lot of MAGA supporters, they just go in, all they do is vote for Trump, and they don't vote for anybody else. Like they don't look at any of that other stuff. I'm like, well, that's the only explanation that's made sense to me so far on that one, but it's just
Imagine you're a teacher and you're voting for Trump, who's going to get rid of the Department of
right.
Education.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll probably be out of NATO. Hey, by the way, Ukraine, goodbye. Bye. I like
Oh
your
yeah.
borscht. Bye.
Yeah. Good luck, Ukraine. Jesus Christ.
Former President Donald Trump has breakthrough gains with Hispanics nationwide and substantially improved his standings with black voters. So while the majority of these minorities voted for Harris, uh, Trump still got more of these people than Biden did even. Hispanic men supported Trump on Election Day over Vice President Kamala Harris in a stunning 10-point margin. The former president received 54% support from Hispanic men compared to Harris's 44% backing. By comparison, Joe Biden won Latino males by a 23-point margin. Okay, so I think I said that wrong. But yes, so Joe Biden did better with these people than Kamala Harris did. So Kamala's getting blamed, of course. The vice president received 62% support from Latinas, down from Biden's 69% backing in 2020. Harris's 25-point edge over Trump with Hispanic females was notably lower than Biden's 39 point advantage in 2020. So of course people are guessing should they have kept Biden in, but still,
Yeah,
I don't think it would have mattered, if not worse.
I don't know, but then there's that whole
But
woman
then there's
factor
women.
too, you know?
Yes.
So I don't I
Right.
I
Right.
did notice a lot of the ads that kept getting pushed to me in the last like week were Trump will not ban abortion. And I think Trump's campaign was like, okay, we have a real problem with women and people that are voting to protect women's rights because abortion was on the ballot in a lot of states.
Right.
Um, and so I think that I, I think they kept pushing this like, no, he just wants to give it back to the states. He doesn't
Mm-hmm.
support a full abortion ban, that kind of thing. And I think I wonder if that helped a lot for those people that were thinking about voting for Kamala only because of the abortion
Right.
topic, that maybe somehow that message really did reach them because I saw it everywhere in the last week or two. So,
CNN was tracking in Georgia specifically is the one that I saw. People with college degrees and not college degrees, who they voted for. White voters, no degree, 81% Trump. That's interesting.
doesn't mean they don't have common sense though. Like you don't have to have a college degree to
Right.
realize he's a fucking asshole. I
Uh,
think they
Br-
like that he's an asshole though. I think that's the problem, which
yeah.
doesn't give me a lot of faith in half of this country.
Brian Cook said breaking. They're calling Swastika County, Georgia for Trump.
Swastika County.
So,
Ugh.
Serena Shahidi says never heard of some of these states before. Uh,
Does she live in America?
weed legalization fails in Florida. That's how fucking dumb they are. I watched that
I
TV
didn't know
show.
that one. Damn, really?
We watched that new TV show. It's
It's
Florida,
Florida, man.
comma man, and it's these crazy stories. It's like, dude, if you guys just had weed, you wouldn't have to do all this insane stuff.
I guess they're just so into meth. They don't want weed cutting into that industry.
Meth and losing limbs, but no, I don't know what's going to happen with weed in this country. The Senate is going to Republican control, of course.
Mm,
The House of Representatives doesn't look good at all right now.
yeah. Yeah,
Quincy,
and Trump's already packed. I mean, he packed the courts the first time. He got people
yeah,
on the Supreme Court. He's going to do it again because I think, there's
probably
at least
two.
two justices,
Yeah,
yeah, that are probably going to retire in the next couple years. So, I mean, it's not just that I feel very doom and gloom, but it's not just that we have a 4-year problem, until the next president comes around. The Supreme Court is going to be affected for decades to come. I'm not thumbs upping Zoom. Don't give me a thumbs up
right.
emoji.
She was just
Sorry.
counting on her fingers, people.
But two, fuck, I forgot what I was going
Yeah,
to say.
it's a lifetime. It's a lifetime
Oh,
appointment.
oh, we don't know if he's going to go anywhere in 4 years. I mean,
Right.
if he's still alive,
He said this will be the last. It's not a joke when he said this will be the last time you have to vote, people. He wanted
Yeah.
you to believe that, and you said, "Okay, I want my fucking king."
Yep. Yep. And with the Supreme Court's decision where he has basically unfettered presidential power for any
Yes.
official acts. And there's a big question like what's official, what's unofficial. Well, guess who gets to decide that? The
Right.
courts and the
Right.
judges that he's appointed. So, we talk about, my daughter's really interested in the three branches of government, and we're talking about that a lot and how, the president doesn't have the power to do whatever the fuck he wants. And I'm just like, oh God.
Yeah. He kind of does. He kind of does.
Kind of does now, but
Uh,
that's not how it was set up.
Recently, the producer Quincy Jones passed away. Here's a quote from Quincy in 2018 regarding Donald Trump. I used to hang out with him. He's a crazy motherfucker. Limited mentality, a megalomaniac, narcissistic. I can't stand him.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a political cartoon where it was like a pedestal and Trump standing on the pedestal, and you could tell that it used to say America under it, but all the letters had fallen off except the M and the E. So he's just standing on
Mm,
me. And I was like,
right.
damn, yeah, yeah. He
Uh,
only cares about himself. He doesn't care about his supporters even. The only reason he cares about his supporters is to get elected, but he's gonna fuck all of them when it comes to taxes, except for
sure.
the richest of the rich.
Kyle Garner says another thing that's clear tonight: rural America needs to be cut off from the urban provided socialism that they say they hate. Force them to actually live their values for even 6 months. We've been far too coddling to people whose top value is hating others. You would have thought the insurrection was the end of it if you didn't think grabbing by the pussy was the end of it. So many things I thought would be the end of it. And then you see the supporters of Trump, like a Russell Brand, cheering
Ugh,
online with a hat that says "Make Jesus Great Again." Yeah, yeah. Accused of sexual assault, Russell Brand. Yeah, of course you're fucking pleased. British prosecutors say they've been given a file of evidence from police about sexual offenses by Russell Brand. We have a team of dedicated officers providing specialist support to that team, providing specialist support to the women who have come forward. We are
jeez.
committed to investigating sexual offenses, no matter how long ago they took place. Claims are by 4 women of being sexually assaulted or raped by Russell Brand between 2006 and 2013. Brand, of course, is saying they were all consensual. Can you fucking imagine? Can you fucking imagine that 4 women that I dated said I raped them? And I go, nah, there's confusion.
Right.
They were all consensual, I swear.
Yeah. Even two. I mean, even
Right.
one. Okay,
Even
let's
one,
believe
you'd look
women.
weird.
But
Right.
at two, it's like, okay, that's concerning. Four. Yeah. Yeah.
In recent years, Brand has largely disappeared from mainstream media, but has built up a large following online with videos mixing wellness and conspiracy theories. Andrew Tate wrote, I'm moving back to America. We saw this guy abusing women on video. He's been accused of rape. He left the country. He's so much in trouble and now thinks it's cute to say, you know what? I'm coming back now. And
Is he
maybe you
allowed
are.
to?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
thought he was like under arrest by some other foreign government or something, but I try not to keep up with that guy to be honest.
Let's see. Brett Favre, the football great, says if everyone put God first, this would be the result, and showed all the states being red.
God loves a rapist.
Jenny Johnson says, did you put God first when you sent pictures of your dick to a reporter who wanted to see 0 pictures of your dick? I forgot about that part in the Bible.
That's good. I like that.
I don't know if now's the time that people want to see this movie, but what a great movie we saw recently, Liz. Woman of the Hour.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a hard movie to it's one of those that I thought was really good, but I did not like it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Anna Kendrick. It's based on a true story. Anna Kendrick in real life. The actress was in a 7-year abusive relationship. But yeah, it's a good movie. But again, yeah, it's scary, and it's about the men's power over women, women of the hour, and how nobody listens to them, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Uh,
And she directed it too. And I thought it was her directorial debut, right? And I thought
yes,
she did a very good job of just capturing some of those really uncomfortable gray area moments between men and women where men are seemingly like the good guy, but there's something where it just doesn't feel quite right. And she does a really good job of capturing that story. And it's based on a true story. And I think
yeah,
she was interested in it from the true crime aspect of it. But once Netflix picked it up and she realized that the movie was actually going to make money, she was like, "Oh, I do not feel okay personally profiting off of this." So
right.
she donated, proceeds to wherever.
To rain, that kind of thing.
Right? Yeah.
Um, you mentioned going through the stages of grief. How true is that?
Mm. Well, true enough that I looked him up and wrote him down.
Okay.
Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. So I think the first hour of my day was squarely in denial. I was like, nah, this can't. No, not
I,
this. What? No,
Yeah,
not
I was
this.
I was looking at like it was the crazy football game I ever saw. Like, okay, 5 states go blue,
Mm-hmm.
even though they're taking the signs down in the news
Yeah.
networks. They're ready to go to bed.
Yeah. If they do a 2-point conversion,
Right.
maybe pause and then intercept something and do a pick six and we got
Yeah.
extra point. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, bargaining, I don't know what that I who am I bargaining with, but
Right.
anger and depression is I'm
Sure.
just ping pong in between those two. I mean, and it's pretty much every 10 minutes I think the pendulum swings. I've cried multiple times today. And
Bargaining
like,
is playing it cool at work. That's what I think bargaining is.
oh, okay, well,
When you
didn't get
don't
that
start
today either.
fights. Yeah.
I was like, I cannot go because I cannot be in a room with people and not want to kill them.
Right.
Um, yeah, I mean, I just didn't want to be in public at all. I mean, it was good that I had to get out and for a little bit, but Yeah, just anger and depression. It sucks.
This is a Onion article. Nation's women fantasize about some future election that isn't absolutely pivotal to their well-being.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to have an inconsequential election. That'd be so much fun.
Caleb Sanan says, imagine if there were 46 female presidents in a row and the first two men got beat by Roseanne. I'm like, that's a thinker.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I see that.
Oh, that
I
one
can see that.
hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Do you so yesterday's show at the end, you gave us words of optimism.
Oh, yeah. Do I have
Well,
any today?
do you have any today? You know, we have a king immune of prosecution. Promise there won't be more elections after he wins. Got any words of optimism today?
I mean, North Carolina broke a
North
supermajority for the
Carolina.
General Assembly, and our governor, lieutenant governor, superintendent of public instruction, Jasmine Crockett, won re-election. She was the one that called Marjorie Taylor Greene bleach blonde, bad built, butch body.
Yeah, we like
She
that.
gets fiery in committee hearings, and
Okay.
I like her. She says it how it is, and she doesn't give a fuck. So glad there are people like her in Congress. But
AOC is staying. Meanwhile,
okay.
of course, Ted Cruz is staying.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
What a country.
what a country.
What a dumb
So no,
fucking
I don't have
country.
a lot of silver linings here. Arizona approved abortion on the state level, so that's good.
How did Charlotte vote for presidency?
Oh, Kamala.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. We're pretty blue in Charlotte. Just I mean, we're an urban area. I mean, any southern city for the most part is still going to be blue, whether it's
All right.
Nashville or Atlanta.
I see.
Yeah, maybe not. We're taking Florida out of that equation. I
Right.
don't know what they're up to because they're
They
full of
don't live there.
shenanigans. But
Right. They're acting like they're sober.
oh, yeah.
Oh well. Any other thoughts over there? No,
Mm,
just my head's just spinning. You know. Yeah, of course. Stand behind your president. Okay. How?
yeah. I would like to know what the story was yesterday with the Melania lookalike that was hanging out with Trump and smiling everywhere. Because that wasn't Melania. I don't know if you saw this.
I saw somebody say about it, like it's like, who's this person trying to look like Melania? That's all I
Yeah,
know.
like this woman, she wore glasses all day, first of all,
Right.
which I mean, if you're gonna find a lookalike, maybe find one you don't have to put glasses on. But I
It's all in
um
the eyes. It's all in the eyes.
yeah, yeah, but she just, I mean, her chin's not right. Like I saw two pictures of them like side by side, and it's like the
Right.
way she holds her hands is not right. The chin, I'm like, you had to find somebody because Melanie doesn't want to be out there. Like
Right.
I'm not giving her a pass at all. Like she knows who she married, who she's married to, but she's not out there like Doug Emhoff is,
Right.
championing her significant other and Ivanka. Where the fuck has she been the whole time? And Ivanka and Jared just disappeared from this entire thing, as far as I know. So I find that interesting. But
Yeah,
yeah,
get your COVID shots. If you've been meaning to send any like cards in the mail, do that now while we have a post office.
yeah, I'm gonna make an appointment with my OBGYN to get a new IUD before
Right.
January 20th because I'm only like, I think I have a 5-year one and I'm only halfway through, but I'm gonna be like, hey, yeah, can we renew that? Because I don't know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen with birth control in this country. Project 2025 is, I've been trying to stay away from that because it's real fucking scary. But
Can you
yeah,
put two up in there?
I don't know. I'll ask. Just can we be double sure?
Right.
Like, because I can't, I'm not dealing with that shit.
Did you have to worry about anybody calling you that could set you off? Like a family member, a friend, a quote friend that would be like, "Hey, look at this! Yay! Oh, I didn't realize I would make you cry."
No, no. Anyone in my life that I don't have any of those people in my life, to be honest. Like I
Right.
don't have the time, I don't have the patience. I mean, my parents voted for Trump in the past, but did not this election. So my mom did text me and say, or it was a family group text. It wasn't targeted at me, but she did say something about, praying for our leaders. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm praying he falls off a cliff.
I wrote
But
to my brother, to one of my brothers, and I said, "Oh, holy fuck, this is crazy." And he wrote back, what? And I go, fucking never mind. I'm about to get
Ah,
pissed off. And then he got it, and
yeah.
then we were fine. But even just going, what? It was like, well, what? What do you mean, what?
Yeah, what? The thing, the big thing
Right.
in everyone's lives today. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would right before this, I had to run up to the store and there's a I don't know, he's probably 25 and this guy annoys me every single time because he calls me babe, or not babe, hun or something. And
Right.
I don't know. He doesn't seem threatening. He seems to mean well. And I walked in there and I was just like, not today. Like if this motherfucker
Right.
calls me honey, sweetie, baby, whatever. I was like, he's gonna find out. And luckily he did not. I think he could see the look on my face
Right.
and was like, okay, we don't say anything to her today. It's like, yeah.
So, smarmy comments, whether I get them in email or otherwise, yes, I read them. I see them. And
Mm.
congratulations. Your guy won. We have a rapist for a president, and somehow you're showing me. All right.
All
Now I
right.
guess we just keep
Can we
living our
write
lives.
those people's names down?
Right. Right. Start a list.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just need
God.
to know. Just need to remember next time you have some dumb criticism of the show or whatever. Yeah,
Right.
not you. Not you.
Well, thank you for this. I did have to. I did have to let off a little steam.
Yeah. It's a nice bookend to yesterday's show, you know?
Right. Yeah, we're not. We
God damn
understand
it.
what's happening. Oh man. Yeah. Again, I wasn't sure, and I wasn't highly confident. But when it happened, I was completely surprised, as if I
Yeah.
was sure.
Yeah, I think I told you this morning, or maybe I told someone else, but it really did feel like 2016 all over again, except the 26.
Except now we know what happens.
Well, now we
You
know
know
what
what I mean?
happens, but I just meant personally, 2016, I had a baby 3 weeks prior. So like my hormones are absolutely crazy. And I have no idea how the fuck I got through that because
Right.
I'm not feeling great now and I'm emotionally regulated and in a good spot in life. But damn.
Yeah.
I'm also very, very thankful for you and that I don't have to be out there dating because Jesus Christ. I think honestly, I think I would just be like, nope, no men. I'm good. I don't need it. I'm good. So
do you think you
thank you
could
for
be?
not being an asshole.
Do you think you could be with somebody that voted for Trump?
No, absolutely not. I
How do
actually,
couples do it? I don't,
mm,
or they don't, right?
that I'll tell you this full story some other time, but I had a coworker a few years ago who basically decided we were friends and he basically decided that he would like to ask me out that he wanted to make us a thing and we were very very good friends, work friends, but went through COVID, went through some divorces together. And yeah, I mean he it was never going to happen, but he's totally on the other side. I mean he's one of you know I say I don't have these people in my life, but I do when they're coworkers, right?
Right.
And and he shot his shot and tried to basically ask me to be his girlfriend. And I was just like, under no circumstances. I was like, I am far too liberal for you. I was like,
Right.
there is absolutely no way I would ever sleep with or fuck with anybody that voted for Trump.
If you put,
Maybe if you did the first time, but if you did the second and third time, fuck you. Absolutely
that's what
not.
I mean. You see this time around what he's
Yeah,
up to.
you know. Yeah. Nope.
If you date somebody that voted for Trump, you don't really have to apologize if you get caught cheating, right? You can be like, remember when you voted for a rapist? I just fucked
Yeah.
behind your back. That's all.
I thought that was a free pass for life. You're saying
Yeah.
it's not?
Now I
Like,
know. We should have talked more.
oh, I
Politics
thought I
confused
thought you
me.
were dumb. I didn't know you'd even figure it out.
Right. Right. Well, I love you. We'll
Oh,
keep
I love you
living.
too.
Who's gonna cry first in the chat tonight? We should put bets on that.
Won't be
Uh,
me. I got my crying out and
good job.
well, but
It is.
I can't wait till someone says, is in the middle of a really heartfelt story about how this is going to totally affect their lives and how nothing's going to be the same and they're absolutely fucked. And then I just yell, I had a full house, motherfucker.
It
So,
turns out every woman in chat has a haircut.
yeah.
Everybody's looking good. All right. All right.
Yeah, totally. All right.
Uh,
Well, come join us in chat
yeah.
every Wednesday. If you don't make it this Wednesday, come next Wednesday. Come say hi. We promise we're a little crazy, but we have fun.
KeithandTheGirl.com/chat. Also, check out KeithandTheGirl.com/VIP. It's every show we've ever done since March of 2005. There's some fun ones. There's, oh man, I'm just
Our
thinking.
buddies Rod and Karen,
Rod and Karen are fantastic with the VIP
Newsy.
show.
Oh my God.
Newsy and the gang. Matthew shows up a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got a great memory for the
Fantastic.
past. That's fantastic. I'm thinking about a Marie Faust and Keith and the Girl episode where we go through that Trump tape on the Access
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood Trump tape. I don't know. I don't know if you want to
Oh,
see that
there's
again.
so many other good shows. Like remember when you guys you'd have somebody like do like a 4 week show or a 4 shows or whatever, and they'd
Yes.
come up with their own premise. So many of those are so good. I mean, I
Oh
think
yeah.
Micah Fox did one. I mean,
Yes.
there's so many people. I'm not going to remember it, but
Flavor of the
The
month.
Brother Love Hour, right? That
The
was
Brother
one.
Love Hour, Flavor of
Hmm.
the Month, where you have like Tim Dillon, Micah Fox. You have these people doing
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So if you need to
dipping.
disassociate and jump back
Yes.
into the good old days of the past when when America was great. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
When we had a president and not a dictator. Anyways,
Anyway,
congrats to whoever, I suppose. Kill yourself.
no, not congrats. Go fuck
Oh,
yourselves.
there you go. Love you much.
Love you too.